everybody, and welcome to Backstage with Bebo on Tabletop Backer Party. I'm Bebo, and I'm here with Sergio, Leo, and Adrian to talk about Wildlife, the card game, which is live on Kickstarter right now and only has about 5 days left. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hi. Nervous.
It's good to see all of you. We were trying to live stream this earlier today, but it looks like every live streaming service is just like offline today. So instead, we decided to do a little, side interview, and then we'll upload it to the internet so everybody can enjoy it later. And yeah, so why don't each of you just tell us a little bit about your involvement with Wildlife, the card game?
Okay, I'll start. Hi, I'm Sergio Ake. I'm from Max Stories, the publisher for Wildlife the Card Game, and we are the company that we are managing the Kickstarter campaign.
Awesome. Leo, how are you involved?
I'm Leo. I'm the director of Wildlife the Card Game, one of the designers of the game, with Adrian and my wife. And here we are.
Adrian?
Well, hi, I am Adrian. I'm one of the co-designers of Wildlife, and in charge of the promotion of the game in Mexico.
Awesome. And so, Sergio, this is your second Kickstarter campaign ever. Your first one that you ran was a module for D&D Pathfinder type stuff.
Yes.
What is different between, your first Kickstarter campaign, which was a very different audience, and your current Kickstarter audience? Like, those are dramatically different audiences. How are you adapting to that?
Well, it has been a learning tool and a learning curve for the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We started doing like more fun, like updates, or the text being a little more friendly and talking about how the animals look and interact with each other instead of like focusing on here are the rules and here are the mechanics. And more
Mm-hmm.
about these are our animals. Look at them, they're cute.
Right. Totally. That's amazing. So, I love the look of your game. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how it works mechanically for somebody who has never played it before?
Mechanically, let's go with Adrian.
Okay, well, Wildlife is a very simple game. It's quick and fun, competitive game for 2 to 5 players, and it's about making card sets of different animals, and this animal generate points at the end of each cycle or round. So in your turn, you have 6 cards in your hand, and you must play 3 of them. And you can play animals and create ecosystems, or you can attack, send predators or hunters to ecosystem of other players, and try to you need to do more points than your opponent. So it's really easy to play.
I mean, but it sounds cute because cute animals, right?
Yeah.
So, the three of you met at board game conventions, which is also how I meet all of my friends. And so, do you all travel board game conventions often, or just every once in a while?
In my case, it's more like once in a while, and this year has been completely dry.
Yeah. Well, sure. Pre-pandemic.
Well, it's more like one, like one convention, like every 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to one like every month for 5 years, and that was awful. I'm still tired from it, so I'm once every 3 or 4 months sounds delightful. I'm not sure if I'm ever leaving my house again, but we'll see, I guess, right? Only time will tell.
um,
So, was Wildlife the card game inspired by any other games that you've played in the past?
Well, when we create Wildlife, we won't play too much. Uh, I have to say we take some mechanics of photosynthesis, for example,
Of which one?
but photosynthesis,
Oh, I love photosynthesis.
good game. But we have the water of the throne, for example. But the both of us, my wife and I, just play, I don't know, 10 games, more or less.
Hmm.
So we don't have too much to refer for games in other games.
I mean,
So,
I think that personally, I believe that everybody is a game designer. It's just a matter of whether or not you have the energy to actually publish the games that you design. Like, humans are innovators, we're problem solvers. We want to make puzzles and solve them. Like, naturally, everybody is a game designer. And so it doesn't matter if you've only ever played one other game in your life because naturally we're supposed to be making cool things that we can share with other people. And I love that. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. The best part about the hobby is just like sharing your love for it and enjoying being a part of a community, right?
yeah, I think that's all. That's true. Um, well, we later we know more games,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that we took some mechanics of another games, but we don't know. Uh, so
Yeah.
I have to say that we took a reference from photosynthesis, and that that's it.
Awesome. I love that. Honestly, some of my favorite games are like the most simplified versions of that genre. Like King Domino is like one of my favorite domino themed games. And I'm just like, this is so simple, but it's excellent, right? And I love Kinesia games like Battle Line. I don't know if any of you played that, but oh,
No,
it's
Yes,
definitely.
it's so good. I can't recommend it enough.
it's specific for two players.
Yes. Yeah. It's very good. And really easy to play too. So, if people were looking for other games that they could maybe like identify with as maybe similar to Wildlife, like if they had played Uno, would they like Wildlife, or is it just like a general like party games? Who are you marketing this game towards? Who's the ideal audience for this?
Well, the ideal audience is like a mixture of people like that like cute party games with animals like
Yeah.
unstable unicorns, floating kittens.
Yeah, absolutely. And that definitely fits the aesthetic here. And I heard the Rules Girl did your voiceover, and all of the artwork is just like to die for cute. I'm in love with these cards. I'm showing everybody on the screen right now so they can see that there's like aquatic animals and big animals and small animals and flying ones. It's so stinking adorable. And there's even wildlife stories, which is a new way to play the game, and you can back that as well with the Kickstarter campaign. So it looks like it is. I'm just trying to show them the pledge levels. Yeah, it looks like it's $20 for the base game, which is a great deal for a game in general. But then if you want to get the additional stories game, you can pay $35 for that. And it'll ship anywhere in the world, which is really awesome. I don't know who you're working with for your distribution partners, but great work offering worldwide shipping on a early Kickstarter campaign. I really think that you guys are doing things right, starting with a smaller campaign and building that up. It's good to see people really following the advice that the industry recommends, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of what you produce because this is so stinking adorable, and I love the universe that you're creating. It's so friendly and fun and energetic.
Yes, we are trying to create a personality for each character. Each animal has a name and a
Oh.
personality.
Yeah, raccoons are my favorite. So the raccoon at the very end was like, oh my gosh, my absolute favorite. When I was a little kid, there was a raccoon that lived in my backyard that was friends with my cat. They never fought. They were just weirdly friends, and so I was always obsessed with raccoons after I saw that my cat had befriended one.
Yes, the raccoon is called Pacho, and he's one of the three main characters.
He's
Three-faced animals.
Mhm.
I love that. So, last question is, who is your favorite character in the game?
Yeah, Belle is my favorite. I am a bear lover, so uh, when we create the game, my wife loves the foxes, so she loves Jawa, the fox. I love Belle the bear, and it's Ren.
The fox and the bear. Cute. What about you, Sergio?
I like Axel Axel, but that's more of a company policy.
Right, that's fair. Axolotls are very cute. I wore an axolotl shirt yesterday. Yeah.
And well, my personal favorite is one of the mythic animals from the extra pack, the special booster in the Kickstarter. It's
Ooh.
Inari the Cutie. I love how it sees. It's magical and it's so awesome. I love Inari the Cutie. Definitely.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, there are some really cool things in there. It is so magical. I love that. I showed everybody on the screen. So, and what about you, Adrian?
I'm with you, and my favorite one is the raccoon. So Pacho is the best character, the funniest one, and the cutest one.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you everybody else for watching. Sorry we couldn't do this live, but we managed to get a video, and these guys are awesome. Go check out their Kickstarter campaign. It's only live for 5 more days, so you got to go back it right now. You can click on the link below, and it'll take you right to the page. You can get the game for $20 or the game with a second way to play with the expansion for $35. So go check it out. Ships anywhere in the world, and I saw shipping starting as low as like $7. So that's a great deal. Thanks everybody for watching, and thank you all for joining me.
And thank you. Thanks to you for hosting us and giving us a space to talk about our game.
Yeah, of course. So I will see everybody next week when we have a couple more interviews. Stay tuned. I'll be posting about them soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.